Hello everybody, how you doing today? I hope that everybody is doing well. I have decided to make these videos so that I can share my story with you. So my name is Maria and I had VSG surgery 2/2/22, February 22nd, 2022. And I lost a whopping 60 pounds. That's good in itself, but it wasn't where I wanted to be in the first place. So instantly I thought I failed. But what I was supposed to be concentrating on was my accomplishments. Kudos to me for making the decision to change my life. So kudos to you for making the decisions to change your life. So what happened? So for the first 3 or 4 months, I was going strong. I was, logging, I was excited. Then I became discouraged because I stalled. And I stalled bad. I would not lose any weight. So then I tried to change my eating pattern. Wrong. What I should have done was stick to the script, but I became impatient. And I saw other people that were in my community and my group that I had joined at a particular time going down in weight. And I couldn't figure out why I wasn't losing the weight. And then I became even more discouraged. So then what happened to me is I went to the gym. I went to the gym before I should have gone to the gym, which probably confused my body because now it's probably gaining muscle, but not really seeing fat loss. So I was really discouraged. So then, I got to the 60-pound mark and I was like, okay, I'm feeling good. I dropped a few sizes and, I'm good with that. But I still had this enormous midsection that I couldn't get rid of. And it was so discouraging. I looked disproportionate. I just wasn't happy with anything. So I hit the gym really, really hard. My husband's a bodybuilder. So I went and we hit the gym, and you're going to see pictures of me here hitting the gym and being really serious and being really good. And I was good and I was good and I was good. And then my back hurt and I had to have back surgeries because of an accident that I had. So that took a step back because then I had to stop going to the gym. So then by that time I was eating more because I was already used to my gym regimen. So I confused myself. I confused my body. I was just discouraged and I didn't know what to do. So what happened? I started to gain weight. I ended up gaining between 17 and 20 pounds. Now it's really miserable because I did all of that just to lose a total of 40 pounds. Yeah, that wasn't working for me. So, but in my head, I had the answers all along, but I didn't want to hear that. So I started to look at things called the 5-day pouch reset, the 3-day pouch reset this. And I tried it and I was starving. I was like, this is not going to work for me. I was starving. And then I stopped doing that too. Then I got a trainer, right? To see if I can, lose the weight and with the eating regimen without working out. But she was a lifting trainer, so it was the wrong kind of trainer. So now I really confused myself, and then I just stopped. I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna eat what I want, and whatever, I'm just gonna eat what I want. But then that didn't make me happy either. So fast forward to today, I went on a whole bunch of different journeys. My diabetes spiked back up, and I ended up going back. I had plastics, I had a tummy tuck. And then now I'm back at the weight that I originally had gotten down to. But had I done the tummy tuck and kept working out, I probably would have been at my goal weight, which is, what I wanted. So, but, I say all of that just to tell you my story, to say it's okay. We fudged up. Now we fix it, right? We fudged up. That's it. We fudged up. Now we fix it. And what's important to note is that when we're not right within our heads, we're not going to be right within our bodies, and I understand the frustration of weight gain, and I understand the confusion of working out and macros and all of that stuff that gets thrown into the mix when all we want to do is get smaller. That's just the bottom line. All we want to do is get smaller. We don't care how it happens. I didn't care how it happened. I just wanted to be a certain size. I wanted the scale to read a certain number. And that's all that I fixated on. But that's not really necessarily the correct thing either. But I think with people like me, I'm very fixated with getting smaller because I was big for such a long time that's the only thing that mattered to me. And if you're anything like me, I think you understand what I'm talking about. So I decided to create this group, regain, recharge, reset. And this is going to be different from your regular regain groups where all of these formulas and resets are given. This is coming more along the lines of acceptance, accountability, and we're just going to reset ourselves. Somewhere along the way, I even lost what my plan was, what I was eating, what I was excited about. So I think that I've developed this let's retrace our steps mentality. Let's go back. I want everybody to do an exercise with me if you're experiencing this. Let's go back to that moment where we felt and we looked the best that we have ever felt and looked. So let's close our eyes and let's imagine that we are there. What do we feel? And I want you guys to stay in that moment and reflect on that moment for a little while. Feel that feeling. Allow yourself to feel that feeling that you felt back then because it's still within us. And then we're going to say we forgive ourselves, right? We forgive ourselves for, I don't know, giving up, we want to say, or getting comfortable, whatever. We fudged up. Let's forgive ourselves for fudging up, right? So now let's stay in that moment and let's go back to that moment where they said that we were approved for bariatric surgery and how excited we were. We went out and we bought all kinds of products. We went out, we did all kinds of research. We went out, we planned for everything. So then let's get excited about that. Let's pretend in our head that we are back in that moment and let's create a mood board. Let's create a mood board, but this time the pictures are the pictures that we all took when we were at our best, because that's going to remind us that we can do it. We did it before, we can do it again. And let's add pictures on what we want to do, on where we want to go, what we want to wear, and how we want to feel. Let's add some motivational quotes. And I'm going to leave a link down below on a little welcome PDF as to, a little welcome PDF for free that you can download. And I am also going to include for free some motivational quotes and some things that we could stick on that mood board, right? This is going to be our vision board, our reset vision board. And let's see how that goes. And you know what? Slowly but surely, we're going to retrace our steps and go backwards from this point on today and go backwards step by step until we meet ourselves back to where we were when we felt our best. And it's going to take a little while, but you know what? Time is passing anyway. Look, time has passed for us. It's been 2022. It's been 3 years for me since I had the surgery, and I'm still looking to get back on there. But slowly but surely, I'm getting back there because I'm changing the way that I think. I'm accepting myself, I'm forgiving myself, and I'm telling myself that, yeah, I did it before, I could do it again. We could do hard things. And I hope that you join me on this journey. And comment below and let me know what you think. I also have a Facebook group that I'm going to link down below for all of you that are on Facebook. It's a little community for support. And, I'll leave those support links down below so we can all get them, download them and get them so we can get on our way to getting back to where we felt our best. So I hope this video helps somebody. If you like it and if you see value in this content, I welcome you to subscribe and like, and please comment. We are here to help. We are here to support. And I hope that coming at you this way in this different kind of method of, thinking, that it helps somebody today. So until the next one, guys, bye.